Please welcome to the stage Hussain Sajwani, Chairman of DAMAC Properties, for a conversation with Bloomberg's Manus Cranny.
Thank you very much. Hussain, welcome to Doha. Welcome to the forum. Now, we caught up with Elon Musk yesterday, and apparently at Twitter you have to be an exceptional employee to work from home. I don't know whether I fit the bill as exceptional at Bloomberg, but I don't think I can do my show from home every day. Tell our audience, how is the world going to change? In your view, you build homes. What are you building for the future? Are we all going to work in this quasi work from home environment? Is it going to build or bust? Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much. Thanks for inviting me. Assalamu alaikum. Yes, the COVID has made a number of changes in certain way of travel, certain way of operating, and certain way of living. In my humble view, the biggest change has been the video conferencing, the Zoom. I mean, amount of people now using that facility and traveling less or meeting face-to-face less and being happy with the Zoom is a huge number. Hence, I think my theory says a lot of business hotels around the world will struggle because the occupancy will drop. So a businessman is traveling, let's say, 8 times, he may travel 4 times.
But I've just come back from New York and I've just come back from London, and one message was very clear. Government, get these people back into the City of London, back into downtown New York. You want to see Hudson's Yard.
No,
people don't come back.
No. I didn't say about working in the office going to be at home. I said travel and the business hotels. From the working in the office, I think there is a lot of push from employees, with all respect, to work from home, but there is a lot of pushback from the management, the CEOs, and the government that they want people to come to the office and work. There is no substitute of working in the offices. Yes, certain qualities, certain type of functions like IT, like certain, an analyst in the bank maybe can do some work from home, but I think majority of people has to go back to work in the offices. This is my view.
So the employers will win whatever.
This battle between capitalism, socialism, employee, employer is a lifetime, Everybody come from a different side of the table.
We have just done some analysis today, Bloomberg Economics. We looked at 19 OECD cities. Price to rent, home to price, home price to income is the highest since 2008. You lived through 2008. I cried through 2008 in every margin call. So what is different now? Are we facing anything like the potential for a housing bubble as we did in 2008, globally, first of all?
No, I don't think so. I don't think we're quite far away from '08. I have attended last month, or beginning of the month, in Davos. I met a lot of decision makers and a lot of people understand better than me economics. I was in a conference in Germany, Berlin, for private equity. I was, met about more than 35 top fund managers around the world. The consensus are there's going to be a recession. It's going to be mild in US. It's going to come out of it quickly. Their economy is strong. They're not getting affected by the war directly. Yes, interest rate increase and inflation. The bad news is in Europe, and the worst news in Europe, nobody knows where it's going to go. Is Russia going to stop the gas or reduce the supply drastically during the winter for whatever reasons? That could be a disaster. So Europe is a lot of unknowns in Europe now.
So a lot more risk in Europe, and if in the event that Europe slows down more materially than the United States of America, are you ready to acquire more businesses and do more deals in Europe?
Yes, that's one of the main reasons I was in Berlin, and I met a number of large property developers and large property asset owners and the banks. We're looking particularly at Germany and some of the Eastern European countries if some assets or values come down. They already have come down, so we're doing a lot of homework and studying.
Commercial or private residential? What's your lean in Europe?
I am open for a value for my money, you know. So I'm not restricted to any particular. I understand both sectors to a certain extent. So wherever I find value for the money.
So then let's just hone in a little bit on our own market, back home in Dubai and here in the GCC. To Dubai, prime up 60%. I've asked you this recently, but I just want to know whether you've shifted on your opinion at all. Are we at anywhere near a peak or a crescendo in the Dubai prime property market?
I'll give you an example. Just half an hour ago, I was meeting a friend from Africa, and he has a house in Dubai, and he costed him 50 million. Somebody offered him 150. And he's fighting with his wife and kids, should we stay or move out? And he says, crazy, you know, I just bought it 18 months ago during COVID, or 2 years ago. The problem in Dubai is, today Dubai is compared with London, Hong Kong, take Moscow, Beijing, whatever city. It's still in Dubai, the most expensive house in Palm is 7,000 dirham square feet, which is $1,500. In London, leave the most expensive, in the high end is 6,000 pounds. In Moscow, I was in Moscow last November. At the time was $4,000 square feet. You know, Hong Kong is similar. New York, $3,000 to $6,000. So when people comparing, the people who are coming to Dubai, and I ask a number of them, one guy paid 150 million dirham for a piece of land next to Bulgaria. He paid 4,000 and a change square feet, empty land. He said, Hussain, it's $1,000, $1,100. In London, I won't get nothing for $1,100. So those newcomers are telling, and honestly, somebody like me becoming a disadvantage. My kids tell me, Dad, you're thinking of this land worth yesterday 100, today worth 150, is expensive. The guy came outside thinking the same price of Moscow and London is fraction of the price.
So they're rebasing the price back to Monaco as well and back to Zurich. I mean,
Exactly.
it's about benchmarking it to where
Dubai,
one can domicile.
It's a global city by all means. Attract global money. It has a lot of advantages which some of the global cities don't have, from safety, security. I mean, sorry, you can't walk today in London with an expensive watch. You know that. While
Do you think we're at the beginning of a much bigger flow of money into the region?
I think a lot of money going to flow into Dubai, particularly Dubai, okay? In the region, I think the GCC is going to benefit from oil and gas prices being up. Political situation is much more today friendly and stable among the countries of GCC compared to 5 years ago. So a lot of tension has come down. I hope the little bit left between Iran and America can get sorted out. Then we'll have a big boom in the GCC. And wise policies, very low debts, and higher oil prices.
So a JCPOA deal, an Iran nuclear deal could be pivotal for more flows of money into our region, across the region?
Definitely, if Iran and the US agree that the last tension is go away, a lot of people are going to think of this region in a more progressive way.
Okay, we've got a lot to get through, so let's square them away. The housing market for the next 5 years in Saudi, Qatar, and the UAE. What's your view? What's your outlook? Explosive growth, moderate growth? Give us the trajectory. Is it a Nike wish?
I mean, Qatar has done fabulous. First time I arrived here, 84, and I've been doing business here for 37 years now. I mean, it was a small village. And globally, when I look at globally, I think Dubai has done fantastic, Singapore has done very well, and Qatar has done very well. Those three cities, if you look at them 30 years ago, where they were, okay, Singapore a bit older than that, and where they become today, they've done a fabulous job. Qatar still has growth. You know, gas prices have tripled, if not quadrupled, so they're going to benefit. They're doing more projects. There will be more demand, more housing, more, you know. Some of the shopping malls. I was yesterday in a shopping mall here.
You had time to go shopping. He had a month of meetings.
I went at
yesterday. He didn't have time for shopping.
9:45. After dinner, I went there at 9:30 for a coffee. This mall called Al-Hazm, go there. Amazing mall, honestly.
I'm not going to apply for being a PA with you.
Quality.
Look, I want to square away two other question from the audience, and make this one quick because I have another one on TCOM. What's the current status on the Burj Dubai in Doha?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, that answers a question from the audience. No more tough ones, please. Right, TCOM. We've got a raft of IPOs in the UAE. TCOM is coming. This is the moment. A, are you all in on TCOM? Because this is the litmus test. It's a whole swathe of business complexes, Internet City, Dubai, Media City. How hot is this IPO going to be? And are you all in on it? Have you got a bid in?
See, let me tell you, Dubai government strategy, I think, is very good by taking government companies like DIWA, SALIC, TCOM public. That will create more transparency, more liquidity to the market. TCOM is not a technology company. TCOM is a property company. They own a lot of lands, they own a lot of properties, they have rent income, and they're going to give you the price at around 6.5% yield.
6.5%. But come on, Hussain. I mean, people have been burnt before, and that's what I want to know. The same global investors, will they come and pick up TCOM?
I am not an investment banker.
But mind you, a few of those are making a few dollars off the ticket. Right, let's square away a few other things. You and I caught up recently on your most recent luxury purchase. Now, I want you to make this audience understand, what does the metaverse mean to a CEO like you? How do you engage with it and make it a part of your business?
It's something which is really, in reality, something we're going to see it growing and developing, where Facebook CEO, owner, whatever, changing his company name is a reality of life. Where it's going to take us, I don't know. How far it's going to take us, I don't know. All I know, as a CEO of DAMAC Property, I said, this is a field, we cannot miss it out, you know? So we get to be in it. Honestly, how it's going to evolve, I don't think anybody knows, especially somebody like me. I mean, maybe Facebook CEO knows much more than me, definitely 100%.
Well, maybe you can tell me when you meet with Cheryl the next time. Give me a vision of where DAMAC is. I mean, you've got the luxury business, you've got tradition of that, but where do you go next? It's the data centers. Just give the audience a vision of what you want to do biggest and boldest next, Hussain.
Today, we are a global company. We have projects in Miami, Toronto, London. We're going to Copenhagen. We're looking at Germany, and we are in Middle East. We are in residential high-end. We're going into resort. We're doing a resort in Maldives, and we're going to do more of that. We're doing data center. We have already one in Jeddah, in Riyadh, Amman, Istanbul, and we're going to grow more of that. And we're going to the logistics. So we're going to go in all the aspects of the property: resorts, luxury end, logistics, data center, offices, and so forth.
I'm available for the media trip to the Maldives. I don't know whether Bloomberg will let me go. Hussain Sajwani, thank you very much. Engaging conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, Excellencies.